Rock, can you bring us to our next segment, please?
Yeah. We talk about this amongst ourselves sometimes during the meetings on Wednesday. We always talk about friendships and relations and maybe repairing relations. So we're going to bring in a video from a brother named Freddie Fry, and he's talking about maybe it may be time for people to get new friends. So Jamie, could you bring us that video?
Yeah, you feeling some type of way right now, right? Because you fell down and you extended your arm out, looking for somebody in your circle to help you get back up. And that's the very moment that you realize there was no arm extended to help you get back up. So you had to pick yourself back up. Yeah, they there for you when you're up. They're there for you when you're doing good. They're there for you when you're succeeding. But they're nowhere to be found when you really, really need them. See, they act like they got love for you, but only when you're doing something for them. They act like they got love for you when you're paying for everything. They act like they got love for you, but only when it's working in their favor. At what point did you stop and ask yourself, what are they bringing to the table? Because if you stop and ask yourself, what are they bringing to the table? You're going to realize that you're bringing a doggone turkey and they're not even bringing the paper cups. You can do bad all by yourself. People that's rolling with you, really? If you want me to be brutally honest, they deserve an Academy Award. Yeah. For the best actors of the year, for the best actors of a lifetime. They've been acting like they had your back. They've been acting like they got love for you for years. And now you just realizing that you out there on the island by yourself? See, I call them halftime homies. Because half the time they smile on your face, half the time they want to take your place. I need you to realize today that it's time to eliminate certain people out of your situation. It's time for you to eliminate certain people out of your circle. It's time for you to eliminate certain people out of your life. Those are the people that is high and by. Because right now, you got a goal. Right now, you got a dream. And you need people on your team that are going to play their role. And when the chips are down, they're going to step up and have your back. And when the chips are down for them, you're going to step up and have their back. It needs to be mutual. 50-50, win-win. Right now, the people that you rolling with, it's a win-lose. So let this be the moment right now that you activate action and eliminate distraction and eliminate dissatisfaction and eliminate each and every one of those losers that just acting like they got your back. Eliminate them from your life. This is the moment. This is the time. Because you can't win if you got a whole bunch of losers in your circle. And this is a great day to win. So let's make each and every day a Wednesday. Now do me a favor. Go be great and elevate. And if this touched your heart, if this touched your spirit, make sure you share it. Because there are a lot of people out there that need this one.
That's
wow.
Let me tell you something.
That was deep. That was deep.
I thought that was Plies for a minute though, the rapper, but I didn't realize.
No. I
did. I thought it was Plies.
Me and D have had this conversation. I've had a lot of conversations with D. But the one thing that me and D always agreed on, we always said that the word friend is probably the most abused word in the English language. People overuse it. They use it when it's not necessary. Maybe, I don't know if it's a thirst for being friends. But the thing is, I've seen it in my family. I've seen it outside of my family. A lot of people have toxic people around them. And then they want to know why they're not getting anywhere. Until they get rid of those toxic friends, in other words, those cancerous friends, until they give them some chemo and get rid of them, things ain't going to go right for you. You know, and I live by that myself. You know, I don't keep toxic people around me at all.
Sometimes that could be the toughest thing, though, man. You know,
Yeah.
we crave
Depending on who it is.
familiarity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are your people that you've known for a long time in a lot of instances, and there's a certain security that comes with familiarity. You know what I mean? But who knows? The thing that you need the most is, you know, to get rid of some of them, to get a little unfamiliar, to get a little out of your space. You know what I mean? And in order to grow. So I mean, it's a tough sell to one's mind at times. But I feel like this is a good year because this is a lot of stuff happened this year, man. So
Yeah.
It's
Well, you know what, Derek? I think what I get from this basically is I think your esteem is very important.
yeah.
I think you have to be very, very conscious of what you need from people.
Correct.
All friends are not the same. There's certain
Right.
people that literally cannot help you when they're going through. There's some people that when they call, they're calling for your advice. They can't receive a call from you crying because they
Right.
look up to you. They draw
Yeah.
from you. And it's not fair. It's just not. It's not an equal thing. So we need to sometimes learn how to establish boundaries and things like that. You know what I mean?
Is that a friendship though when one is holding the other
I've
one to
heard
a
some
higher
people
standard?
say, I've heard some people say it's not. I
It's not a
don't
friendship.
tend,
Yeah.
I don't tend to look at it like that. I do believe that there's some people that are stronger than others. And look,
Mhm.
in my circle that we grew up with, one of the four of my early friends in church, one dude was just really weak. He just really was. He was just weak. And I remember one time we was all like, "Oh, we're gonna cut him off." My father was like, "Don't cut him off. He's just weak. He's just not y'all. That's what it is." You know what I'm saying? And so I realized that. And I know theoretically you should be able to go to the person in your time of need and this, that. But we kind of compartmentalize. Well, at least I compartmentalize friendships. You know what I'm saying? This person I can bug out with. This person I can really discuss
Right.
something serious with.
Right.
This person, if I had to go to for money and didn't have to hear it again, I could go to this person or block. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's different. And so that's what I kind of do. Because I don't believe every friend has the same standing. They just
Friends,
don't.
different reasons, man.
Now,
Yeah.
one mistake
So basically,
people make.
People
sorry,
people are fit in categories. You're saying that's better to put people in
Yeah.
categories.
Right, like because that's in my estimation. Because what I'm saying is this: it's like for instance, you in the NYPD, there's probably some dudes that were under you that you could blitz on and scream on, and that would get the most out of them. And there's some
Yeah.
dudes you have to kind of like speak to in a different tone because if not, you would crush them. So I mean, I think that's part of knowing. Now, what I will tell people is this: some friendships have a season. And sometimes
Right.
it ends. Just because we played in the sandbox does not mean that we're gonna be cool as adults. Because I realize there's some people maturation process is different. There's one of my friends. He is just as much a clown he was when we were kids. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, some of that stuff is behind us now. So some of our friendships are retroactive. It's because we have a history that we still interact. Because there's certain people, if you met them today, you would not be friends with them.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
With them
Yeah.
because of their history with you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the thing, as you travel through life, you understand what I think there was someone a long time ago that you have friends for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. I remember seeing that flying around for a while, and I feel like that was like one of the realest things that I ever heard, and it's true, and as I've gotten older, I've come to realize the same thing. Like I do sort of compartmentalize certain friends the same way that you have one friend that you just would never stick around this friend. You know what I mean? You might have a group of friends for one thing that you just would never mix with another group of friends. I got friends that, that say I might barbecue with you, I might grill with you, I might whatever with you, right? But I'm not going to have you around this other person because y'all just not going to mesh. You know what I mean? I'm in a different frame of mind over here. I'm still the same person, right? But they just are just two people that just don't mesh. You know what I mean? And maybe that's where it's at.
Yo, Houdini said it best. He said, like to be with some because they funny.
Yeah.
Come around when it needs some
Need
money.
some money.
Need some money,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so it's ecstasy of them
Right.
guys, man. Salute again. Like they taught us lessons back then about picking friendships, and I think you guys are all right. Like certain people, that's what they call childhood friends.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
and because you left them in the childhood. Because
Right.
and like you said, some of them still act childish.
Yeah.
So then we had we all got, like you say, I do have them categories. I have my bugging out, get wild boys, hang out with them.
Right.
Me and Rod could go gambling because I know Rod get to the tables. I ain't got to worry about like, yo, man, let's leave. No, you gamble, I gamble. That's why we rock. That's why we're here together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good question.
And then like some cats, like you go out to dinner, like we don't have to go to no fancy restaurant. We just go on
We
to
don't know how to let
have
go.
some wings.
And
Exactly.
what's the biggest mistake we make when we're younger? One of the biggest mistakes is we think because we cool with this person and we cool with that person that these two people could be cool with each other and we can all be
It
friends.
is.
And
That
it
don't
work.
That don't work.
That
That
doesn't
don't
work.
always
It's
work.
great when it works. It's great when it works, but you
Yeah.
just
It doesn't always
Very
work.
rare. It has to be organic because if it's not, Right.
Man, I'm gonna be dropping jewels out here. Look at this, man. Dropping gems on you. Yeah, listen, the person started with you doesn't mean they're gonna finish with you. Absolutely.
That is true.
Comments.
I believe, I believe that everything has an expiration date on it, including, life does too. And I think certain friendships do too. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you got childhood friends and then you got your adult friends. Like I have a lot less people that I consider friends, of course, when I was 20 years old. Those were different circumstances. You know what I mean? And like a lot of my childhood friends, I'm not friends no more because we're not like-minded no more. We grew, we're supposed to mature. I went into a different profession, and certain things I wasn't allowed to mess with or whatever. So then I wound up, getting some new friends, and then some of those friends had to go as well. But I think on your journey, you're going to meet different friends in different times, and then you just have to pick who stays and who goes.
That's right. That's right. And just because you know somebody forever, like you say, doesn't mean that you need to be cool right now. It's a shame when you find out that person might have had you around for a certain reason. You know what I mean? And then when you're not there no more, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of went through that. You know what I mean? Recently. So it's something.
This is one thing I say that to me, if you're really friends, honestly, I've had some people that I haven't seen in years. We can talk and pick up like we never left.
Right.
That's true.
I think the hardest thing to do is if you're around people that constantly drain you, that you got to coddle these people or you got to constantly carry them. Yeah. That's the thing. The good thing is everybody can kind of hold their own. You know what I'm saying? Like even on this show, Brad just said that's just.
I'm sorry, Kel. That's it. Brad and Lisa, this is what I'm talking about. People fucking say some shit, make me laugh.
Funny shit is funny shit.
It is. You know what's funny? D will go over it with Rodney. Like, it's Kelvin.
It's Kelvin.
Second thing, like, just like Calvin said. And you can see when you can see when he really got it right. Like, you can tell he's like,
my mind. I got it.
Then all of a sudden, here come Calvin.
But you know what? Ron said something that's really dope because, like, I'm like the conduit. I know a lot of people. I connect to a lot of people, whatever. So it's like Rod and I had a friend that I met Rod through another friend of mine that I grew up with. And then them two, they had a falling out. But I rock with Rod because I like what Rod brings to me. I like the energy he brings to me. I rock with my other person. I like the energy you bring, and we grew up like brothers. So I'm not gonna pick a side. You're both cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your problem. Like I don't have to be like, we ain't speaking to her. The girls be like, you ain't speaking to her, we ain't speaking to her. No, if we got something, we vibe on some shit and we could build on stuff and I bounce things over, you make me feel a certain type of way, you make me feel good. Why the fuck am I in that shit? Because you got beef. That's your problem.
And the thing is, D knows that I never had a problem. I never told him to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is that is our problem. That's our beef. You know what I'm saying? That's our disconnection. And the thing is, to me, I see D as a tremendous friend. So to me, I'm not going to lose our friendship over my issue with someone else. You know what I'm saying?
One quick question. Is there one thing that you will never forgive that cannot be resolved? Or can you two get in the room and be like, yo, we can iron this out? Or is there one thing like, yo, this is the ultimate deal breaker. You do this, it's a wrap.
You're talking about this person we're talking about, or just
I'm talking about in general. Is there one thing where you're like, yo, we could do everything, but you do this, you cross this line. It's nothing to
there's
talk
deal
about.
breakers. There's deal breakers with me. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like that lying shit, that deceptive shit, that underhandedness, and all of that stuff like that, and sneakiness. To me, that's not a friend. I mean, why am I going to have a person like that around me? You know what I'm saying? If you can't believe anything they say, you can't trust in anything that they do, their own life is in shambles, so they're not going to really have any much respect for your life. You know what I'm saying? So then to me, I'm the guy that gets out the spray can. I spray them. I say, I'm done. I don't got to fuck with you. And like I said, I'm getting older. I'm getting older. I already have my established close friends. They've already been friends to me for years. I'm not looking for new friends at this age. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying. Lisa said real friends don't pick sides. And then somebody said mess with my husband. I feel, yeah.
And another thing too, real friends don't They won't like D. I trust in D that D's not going to talk negative to me about that person and vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I'm neutral. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's between y'all. You know what I'm saying?
My man,
you know,
Bobby saying stop lying. You didn't like a lot of dudes in college because you didn't like a dude. But I'm talking, that's a long time ago.
My last new friend is Rodney. Rodney, like the last, Rodney just about to close up. Rodney just got in 2020. That was it. That's my last. That's it. That was
I
it.
snuck in the door.
The whole squad is full now. That's it. I ain't got nobody else. That's
Calvin,
it.
Calvin, me and you was friends forever, Calvin.
Yeah.
Calvin, it's so funny before we wrap. Like, you know, I said, and Brad, I used to have big birthday parties. I mean, my parties used to look like a West Coast video. My whole block flooded.
Not you, dude.
Yeah. Cops couldn't even stop the party, you know, and stuff like that. But now, if I have a party, I won't even have that many people there.
Yeah.
Just because the energy of certain people that was at that party, I can't bring. Like, I'm almost 50.
The natives.
The natives.
That's what it is.
I can't be around a lot of people like that.
They still have the native in them, and I'm like,
yeah,
dude, we middle-aged men now. Why do you still want to fight? Why do you have a gun on you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, and then why does the girl still got beef? Why you know what I'm saying? I can't have them around me anymore.
I mean, I don't like what you did to me in 1988. That's why.
I can't bring them into my house, man. I can't do it.
No, they keeping it real. They trying to keep it real.
I like the grill now, man. That's it. That's the favorite thing in the world to do, right? The
grill. Yeah, but
you know,
but I'm not spending good money on people I can't have a conversation. You can't give me no growth. I need growth.
Yeah,
I don't need nobody to keep taking away from me. I don't need extra weight. I'm already a fat motherfucker. I don't need extra weight. I need growth. I need somebody to trim some of this fat off of me, bring something to me that could loosen up some of this weight I got on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't see it, man. So is
this really the last show of the year?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't even know the calendar date. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Next Friday is what?
Yeah. So how's everybody? I think producer Jamie's throwing like a Google Meet party for people who want to get on.
Oh, that's what it was? Okay, I was wondering. I thought that was student loan people trying to trick me.
I'm be part of this party. It's gonna be small and intimate. But I'm gonna do it. I think that's how I'm gonna bring in my new year this year. I think everybody's gonna be at home. I don't know what you guys.
Well, you got no choice of being in a small. You know, we got COVID and everything else going in, so you should be thinking small and intimate. But you know what? It's also a good idea, as we say, just to kind of connect with people, man. You know, I think that's the one thing that came out of this year. We're learning how to connect with people in a different way, and we're understanding the value of true relationships. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we're not seeing each other. We're not taking things for granted as we once were. And I think that's a wonderful way and a wonderful mentality, if anything, to end the year on that level. You know what I mean? Just small, intimate, and just having real communications, real relationships. And that's something I'm definitely striving to take into the next year and into the rest of my world, you know, the rest of my life, you know, trying to take these, you know.
And I'll sign off like this to my brothers on Let's Chop It Up. I want to say this: unless some other podcast comes and offer me some money and stuff like that, I'm with y'all. That's no matter what. I'm just saying like that. That's what I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, we're just together. That's it.
You know what that is? I see what you're doing, Calvin. You
Melvin Desmond joke button.
Yo. That's a negotiating tool. That's a negotiating tool.
That Calvin is using. That was funny as fuck. Listen, man. For 2021, I wish you guys the best of New Year. I promise everybody that I love. Hopefully 2021 I get to see everybody. I tell you, if this thing works out, and I'm going to everybody's birthday party, your Kwanzaa events. I never did nothing Kwanzaa. I'm going to bar mitzvahs. Anything, I'm going to see people because I want to be around some love, and I miss everyone. I really miss being a company around everyone's over. And I love you, gentlemen. And I will be here no matter what kind of contract any other podcast give me. I'm a dedicated, Let's Chop It Up dude. And they can,
I saw that.
You know, they can pay me good money on the next podcast and call me Desmond. Like, everybody always mess up my name. They can call me Desmond. They can even call me Demon.
Right,
I probably will wind up in hell. So, but, you know. All right, brother.
Sammy, take us home.
Sammy, take us home. I love you guys, man. Peace,
love you too, brother. Take care. Love you guys, man.